Okay, so I talk a lot about the way that listening to spirit and how he talks to you, they talk to you um, through nature. I wanted to share my own experience to give an example as to how spirit will talk to you. So earlier I shared a little montage about that showed the lake that I was at today. I had went on a hike, and at the end of the trail, at the top, there's a lake that you can sit at or fish at or whatever. Um, and so through this entire walk, this entire hike, I'm showing gratitude. I'm speaking with the trees. I'm just listening and enjoying. There's wildlife everywhere, and just enjoying being in the elements. So once I finally sat down and I'm in that place, um, where you can see in the video I'm sitting at, um, with as I pray, as you know, I'm sitting there for a while. Um, but every time I come to a question or an answer, something responds to me, whether that be wildlife or the wind on cue. I'm really big on birds, and I believe that birds, well, at least for me, they're a huge messenger from God. They always have been, and I've had amazing, non deniable experiences with God sending me birds. Um, and them acting abnormally where I know, like, no, that ain't nothing but God. And today I was gifted with the first time ever that I've heard an eagle, um, you know, call or whatever it's called. You know, when they make their cry. I've never heard that in person before, and I love birds. And the moment that it came was insane. It was like, and I laughed, and then I said something else to spirit, and in response, the bird. It was like a few times it happened back to back where I was asking something, and the eagle responded. Um, Another part of I did this fun little experiment where I did not go back when I was heading back. I had to go get my sons because today was a short day. And so instead of going back the way I came, I went the opposite way, and I had no idea where to go. And there weren't a lot of signs. So when I didn't know which way to go, I just literally would just say, okay, where do I go now? And I followed the direction that the wind blew. And mind you, I'm in the middle of, there's trails going towards this way, that way, blah, blah, blah. And so it would blow a certain way, and I would just take that trail because I came to many crossroads. And I would just ask where. And so the wind would blow. I would look at which direction the leaves were blowing, and then I would follow that trail. And then I would, I just did this multiple times. And finally, I got to, a couple signs that were showing that the direction I was leading was correct. Um, and then I just kept doing it every crossroad I came to. Finally, I got back to the road. And then I just giggled and thank Spirit for, you know, putting up with my experiment and leading me back to the direction. And I knew that I had to get there quickly. So if I took the wrong turn, I would have been late because I would have been completely down a different direction and way somewhere else. So that's definitely how you can listen to spirit. So many different ways, so different for everybody, but it's a way to have fun and enjoy nature in a way that you've never had it before. Play with it. Um, you know, literally, like, talking to nature is one of the most, not fulfilling, what is the word that I'm looking for? It's one of the most, just, it makes you humble. It makes you just grateful for life. It gives such a joy to see that it responds back, and trusting that response. Because there was a moment that I wasn't sure that I was headed in the right direction, and I started to doubt myself. And literally, all that kept ringing in my head was trust, trust, trust. Like, just trust yourself, trust what you're feeling, trust what you're hearing, and just go. And so, yeah, I just kept walking, and Spirit led me back to the road. Anyway, just thought I'd share that because that was one of my favorite points of today because I had such a beautiful day on that hike. Oh my God. Nature is so amazing.